Hi there, Tammy here, and welcome to this video where I'm going to share with you how to create a title using a photo in your Artisan 5 digital scrapbooking software. So for today's example, we're going to create a similar page to what we have here. The first thing we're going to need to do is import some photos. So I'm going to go down to my FOREVER Historian software where I store and organize and edit all my photos. Here's the image gallery here. And I have already selected and moved over to the work area 2 photos that I think will look nice for both the background and the title for the page. So I'm going to go ahead and select all and share them into my Artisan 5. Click OK. And we're going to import them into the 2014 Thailand album and OK. Let's go back to the Artisan software and into the Photos tab, and yes, there they are. So let's open up the page where we are going to create the title. So this is going to be a title page for the next section of this book, and the title is going to be Lao, or as the locals say, Laos. The first thing we need to do here is add in the background photo. So let's give this one a try. Add photo into new frame, and we are going to lock the aspect ratio, and we do that so that the image stays in the same format that it was taken, and that it doesn't get stretched or pulled in any way. And we can position it where we want. Now, because I'm taking this photo and dragging it across both 12 by 12 pages, we need a really good quality image, and this particular image is not that good of quality, so we are going to remove that and try the other photo. So we'll delete. Now the photos used to create this album were either taken with a cell phone a couple years ago or with a water camera, so not all the images are of the best quality. Now, it was also very humid and muggy in Southeast Asia. There we go. So I think that lines up nicely there. So let's copy this image and move it over to the next page and paste. And now we just have to line them up. So I think that lines up quite nicely. Now here in the View menu, we are using 2 bound pages because I'm going to create a book with this. If I was going to print them as individual separate trimmed pages, then this would be the view that I would use. And you can see how this part of the image here is copied twice. It's both on this side and this side. And that's because of the way that it is bound in the book. So if you're going to create 2 separate trim pages, then make sure you're using that particular view, then line your pictures up accordingly. But we are going to create a book with this project, so I'm going to go back to 2 bound pages. The next thing I want to do is I want to move this image to the back again, because I want it behind those elements I had already imported for this title page. And you can see here I have locked these images, and I've locked them so that when I play around with the image here on top, I'm not going to pick up these 2 elements by mistake. So I can now just slide that in behind there, and there we go. It's in behind exactly where I want it. So let's go back to the left-hand side page. And again, I'm going to hit paste. And because the image that we used last was still on the clipboard, that was a nice, easy touch to do. I rotated this image because I would like the title to go vertically down the page. All right, now for the fun part. Let's go to the Cut menu up at the top, and we're going to select Text. This little window here is warning us that we are about to flatten an image. And once you flatten an image, you can't unflatten it. So just a little tip, try to remember flattening is forever. We're going to click OK, and we are going to enter in our text. We can also choose the font, and I'm going to use one of my favorite fonts called Capture It. And I'm also going to make it bold. Next thing is to position it where we would like it on the album page. And I want a nice big title going across the album page, just like that. Maybe move it in a bit. There we go. And then we are going to keep the unshaded area and cut. There we are. It has cut the text out of our photo. I'm going to rotate it left, and then I'm going to line it up on the page where we want it. Look at that, a perfect cut. Don't even notice that it's there. I am also going to copy that and paste it. And this one I'm going to fill with black because I want kind of a grungy look to this album page. And we're going to use our shift button and click the photo Lao and arrange, and we're going to arrange it vertically and horizontally. Then I'm going to use the Elements tab to move the black text in behind, and then my arrow keys just to give it a little bit more of a shadow. There we go. Now I'm going to use my shift key and hold it onto the photo Lao and group them together so that those two elements become one. The next thing I'm going to do is unlock the text from behind and move it up above the Lao. So that's exactly where I would like the date text to be. And then we are now going to give this photo here a blended edge. So again, we're going up to the cut menu. We'll hit the straight tab and choose blended edge. And again, it's reminding us that we're going to flatten this, and I'm going to say OK. We're going to make nice thick margins for the blended cut. And we're going to line it up right at the bottom of the title so that it starts its blend out from there. And then we're going to keep the unshaded area and cut. Doesn't that look fantastic? I think I would like to choose a background color because the white's a little too stark for me. So I will click color, and then I'm going to sample from the photo. I always like to find colors in the photos because it just matches it much better. There's a light version, or maybe a darker color. No, I think I liked the lighter better, so let's go pick it up from there. Perfect. Beautiful, and click OK. And then so the right side of the page matches the left side. I am going to make this box here the same color as the background. So we're just going to click the box, color, and that last color we used in there. Perfect. Now here's a quick little tip for you too. If you want your text to go around an image, let me unlock that. You can right click the element or the image, click properties, and then no text wrapping. And that's the way the text would go in normally if you were just adding a text box to the page. But if you want the text to go around that particular element, I've clicked on the element, right click properties, click bounding box, and it creates a box right around the shape. Or if you want it, say it's a flower and you want it to go around each and every petal, you can click element shape. And then to get the space around the element, this is the tab where you can enter in a number. Look what happens when I enter in, say, 0.9. It moves it that much further away from the element box, but I'd like it a little bit closer than that, so let's go back to the 0.1 because that looked nice there. Okay, beautiful. And then I think I would like a little shadow behind this lab title. Do a light or a heavy. Oh, that heavy looks quite nice. And there you have it, how to create a title using a photo, plus a couple little tips on flattening and text wrapping and locking elements. Happy scrapbooking!